Hello. Welcome to On Stage at the BACP. And as always, thank you so much for choosing to invite us into your home, your office, or wherever you are. I hope that you had a safe entry into 2021, and I hope you're ready to hear some more stories here on stage. Before I tell you where we're going with our storytelling this year, I want to remind our playwrights, aspiring playwrights, and directors that you have until 11:59 Friday, January the 8th, to submit your applications or your plays online. You can go to our website, just a minute, bacptheater.com, and there you should have all of the information that you need to get that submitted. Now, as I've said many times in the past, we're in the business of telling stories around here. But since the pandemic and we've been unable to actually see you in person, it's been a little bit difficult. So we've tried to find new ways to bring stories to you. We did a Zoom event in November, and we're planning another one in February. And then at Christmas time, we did a Christmas show live via Facebook feed or something like that. So we're doing the best we can. And now with On Stage, we've decided to do something a little bit different here as well. We're going to continue with interviewing people, but this year we decided it would be fun to introduce some of the other nonprofit organizations that have been going through some of the same problems that we have here. So we're going to introduce you to these neighbors of ours, these fellow nonprofits. We're going to let them tell you their stories, who they are, what they do, how they've had to adapt during the pandemic, and what's in store for them in 2021. So get ready, sit back. It's a new year, so we're going to talk to someone from A New Leaf. Please welcome Amanda Kleiner. Hello, Amanda, and welcome to On Stage at the BACP.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about A New Leaf.
So A New Leaf is here in Broken Arrow. We've been around since 1979, and we offer vocational, residential, and behavior support services to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We also offer horticulture therapy in our greenhouses, and also operate a retail garden center here in Broken Arrow where we sell fresh flowers and veggies in spring and fresh cut flower bouquets out of our cooler in there, and all kinds of neat little garden accessories and tools.
Oh, wow. I've known of New Leaf since its beginning. How has the pandemic affected the things that you're able to do? Because that's a lot of activity. Give us an idea of how that affected you guys.
Yeah, this has been a really challenging year for us, like people in so many other industries. But for us, it hit us in multiple ways. So for one, at our retail garden center, it just meant that people weren't shopping. And this is springtime. It's typically one of our biggest revenue producing seasons. And the revenue that comes into the garden center is really important to us because that goes straight into funding our residential, vocational, and behavior support programs for the client. So it really is plants with purpose, everyone that you can find there. So since people weren't shopping there and supporting our biggest revenue producing season of the year, we had to move all of our sales online. And of course, companies like Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, they're great at that kind of thing. But we're a nonprofit with a tiny little crew and not a lot of flexibility, especially in a pandemic when our staff's sent home, working from home, and that kind of thing, to manage that. But we were able to just sort of, everyone worked very, very hard to make sure that we could still sell our plants through the online platform and still get that money into our budget for our clients so we wouldn't have to cut any programs. In addition to that, we were affected because our vocational center in a very large way closed. So that serves more than 100 people in our community with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The clients come to our vocational center every day at 8:30, and we split them into their job crews, and everyone's got the job that they prefer to do and what they like, what they're best at. So that's how that's all organized. They go with their job coaches out into the community to their job sites. So some of them do Meals on Wheels, routes. Some come over here to the Broken Arrow Senior Center and they do janitorial work. Some go over to the Guts Church and Security Bank and just all over the Tulsa metro area. Since those businesses closed in a very large part, that meant that the jobs just weren't there for our clients. So we were in a major situation where we had to consider, well, we are client focused through and through. That's our biggest core value. And for them, it's really important to have consistency of schedule, and it means so much to us to continue providing them with meaningful paychecks through our vocational center so that they could still thrive and have sort of the same starting point, or get close to it, that the rest of us have, without having to jump through the barriers that they do. So we were able, through a government loan, we were able to keep our vocational center clients paid even when they weren't able to come to go to their jobs. So that meant the world to us, that we didn't have to fire anybody, let anybody go, suspend anybody's employment at a New Leaf, and we're able to continue giving our clients all of the consistent paychecks that they need to be productive members of our community.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, have you started being able to go back into offering some of those services? What's 2021 going to look like for you guys?
Sure. So we're really excited about 2021, and we know that even with all of the barriers that we're facing, we just have to keep going. And I try to think about the fact that our clients do that every day, and if they can do that and still persevere, then we as an organization can also still persevere, even though we're going through more barriers than we're used to. So a lot of our clients have just chosen not to come back to work, or their families or guardians have chosen that. So our vocational crew, has fluctuated the numbers a little bit. That's one change that we're experiencing, some smaller job crews. Also just a future where our job crews behave differently. We, even in cities where masks aren't mandated, we have our clients all wear masks, and we know that they're part of a vulnerable population health-wise. So that's something that we're considering going into the new year as well, just making sure that everyone has the safety equipment that they need to keep themselves safe. And then we're also just, planning on having all of our events, our big garden party fundraiser, all of our sales out at the retail garden shop, planning on having all of those in person, just like normal, prior to 2020.
The new normal.
But yes, their new normal. But of course, we just have a more solid plan to have a digital component backup to everything. So we'll have a great and robust online store on our website. Our customers and supporters will be able to interact with us in a digital world just the way that they have at the store or at our vocational center for all these years. So that's how we're going to manage going into 2021, and hope that we can pull it off.
Well, it has definitely been a learning year for all of us, and I was impressed to learn of all the different things that you're doing. Any maybe specials that you want to talk to us about for Valentine's Day?
Yes, we are really excited about Valentine's Day, and it's just the time where we're placing our order, we're getting all of the ribbon and the vases, and it's so exciting to see the Rose Project come together. But we're doing red roses this year, and we're offering 2 dozen, 1 dozen, or half dozen rose options, and our clients are the ones who deliver those. So the clients are the ones involved in, arranging the bouquets themselves, making them look beautiful, getting them organized for delivery, and then actually taking the delivery up to the customer or the recipient of the gift and dropping that off for them. So just ordering one bouquet of roses provides lots of jobs for our clients,
Right.
and especially in a world where that's been hard, that support means so much to us. So we would really love the community to consider a New Leaf with your roses. They're beautiful, and just what you'd expect from any other nursery or garden center, except that your money is kind of a gift that keeps on giving, and that it supports the programs for the clients that allow them to live meaningful and productive lives.
So it's not too early for us to start placing those orders.
Not too early to place rose orders. You can do that either by stopping in our retail shop at 2405 South Elm Place, or by visiting the website anewleaf.org. So
Okay. Well, we will try to get that included somewhere in this so that they can see that. If not, I'm sure that they can just Google a New Leaf and find information there.
they sure can.
Thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate it, and best of luck in the new year.
Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed getting to know Amanda and hearing some of the stories about A New Leaf. I know I learned a few things. I thought they were just a greenhouse and a store that sold plants. There's so much more. I didn't know about all of the things that they do out in the community, how they're helping to support people with developmental disabilities, helping them to find jobs and learn how to work in the workforce. That's really amazing, and they've done an amazing job making adaptations this last year. Hopefully then, as they move into the next year, you'll be able to find a way to help support them. Order your Valentine flowers from them, or check out their greenhouse or their store on South Elm. Remember, you can find out more information on their website, anewleaf.org, or just swing by their store at 2405 South Elm Place. I'm sure they would love to see you and be glad to help you out. That's it for today. Thanks so much again for inviting us into your home, office, or wherever you are. We look forward to seeing you again next week on stage at the BACP.